Libra, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to the reading. Libra, we are going to connect with your available energies for these next few hours, these next few days. For that, I'm going to give you the message from this powerful oracle, which is the voice of the being. Let us then connect with the message of the limits. Wow. Number 11, and it is the number that accompanies you. You have to start seeing in these next few days what those limits are that you must take into account and establish in the face of situations that you perhaps have already been realizing it is time to put a stop, to set that limit, to listen to yourself and to be faithful to yourself so as not to allow them to invade your space. Limits are healthy, and it is the time to express yourself and allow your truth. Do not consent to anyone stepping over you, trampling you. You were not born to satisfy anyone's expectations. So the limit is good because in some way, I believe you have been feeling this for a long time. For a long time, life has placed you, in front of situations where you react in a different way than what you are actually feeling, right? Say yes when you should say no. So it is also a moment to be able to allow yourself this healthy limit. If you no longer want to be there, to participate in that matter, to be in that group, to face this situation, to connect with that person in that way, whatever it is, the limit is necessary at this moment. Because if not, you are going to end up more stressed because you start to notice a lack of energy or a lack of resources because you are always available. You are always available for whatever. So it is okay to be available from a healthy place. There is no need to be afraid of allowing yourself to say no. Go ahead with the limits, because if you start to establish this, which already comes hand in hand with some type of order that you have been planning to do, life could change for you in a wonderful way, right? Because for a long time you have been thinking about it, and for a long time you have been repressing something to please or to adapt or to mold yourself with respect to what they expect from you. You think, or perhaps you feel, that by doing this or that, or by behaving in a certain way, you are going to be, I don't know, pleasing or satisfying someone. And it goes beyond just an emotional context. It happens in every area of your life. You're constantly trying to accommodate others, even when it doesn't align with what you truly want or feel deep down. And you don't want to do it, or you are not very convinced, or, you don't have much desire, and you do it or you allow it. Well, there it is. It is a moment for you to be yourself, because by being yourself is how they will really take you from a different place than how you might even be perceiving that they are taking or accepting you. So it is a moment where is the most prudent thing for you. And it is what will definitely place you with those people who truly know how to value you, who truly know how to recognize you, or also in situations that you specifically want to experience, or tasks that you really enjoy doing. Let us see what the angels tell us now. You already know that these are generalized readings. Sometimes you may need to have a personal consultation with me, and you can do that by scheduling through the website. The name of the page, the address of the page, you always see it here in the video, but you also have a pinned comment on your sign that takes you directly to it. There's something that it is as if you do not want to recognize, and that is why I got a little stuck when I was telling you about the page. Because here you see that this person has what could be a grid on their face, right? It is as if you see it, it is difficult for you to recognize it, and it is difficult for you to act in front of what you see. So there is that one has to face that, one has to take charge of that, and that has to do with the limit. Perhaps you are giving too much, and you are not receiving as much as you need or expect according to what you are doing to please another person from any type of place, not only emotional. Let us see what the angels tell us, Libra, what they want to tell us, what message. Well, how impressive how things work out, because there is a compensation. You see that this card, which is the Six of Pentacles, has to do specifically with limits, because the Six of Pentacles helps us a lot to adjust things from a very generous place, because we are capable of realizing that we are indeed giving too much, we are receiving little. And life will compensate you in a big way, Libra, if you start to give yourself a different place. And the Six of Pentacles is projected, which is that arrangement, that compensation where you not only start to receive an economic retribution, but you start to give yourself value. Because perhaps it also has to do with a value specifically, but it also fixes situations and balances them as you need them in what are your relationships. So you offer, but you also receive with an open and grateful heart from what is your need, your intention, your desire, right? You start as if to evaluate that too. And the Six of Pentacles is a very favorable card in what refers also to economic issues that start to be fixed, because you start to realize also from personal limits. Where are you? How are you using your economic resources? How are you using your resources and money? What is it that you specifically need to accommodate? What are the limits that you yourself have to set so that your money recovers that order or recovers that structure and your life sees itself highly benefited with this balance? We have a Page of Pentacles that is talking to us about opportunities that also arise with situations that have to do with issues that bring you very close to what is financial progress. Because imagine the following. If you are needing to set order at the level of what are expenses, at the level of what are your finances, your debts, and your economic issues, and you have the intention of embracing what is some type of project, of entrepreneurship, of study, of what could be, well, being alert to some opportunity that arises so that you can invest some of what you have to invest. According to that, surely life is compensating you with this, which is beautiful, which is the Page of Pentacles, which is a beginning to what is an economic project that will support you in the future. If you truly pour that kind of energy into this, you are going to work for it, create new things around it, and sustain your momentum so that it finally emerges. You must keep pushing forward and dedicating your efforts to this vision so that you can effectively bring it to life and make it all start to move, grow, and flourish in your world. So the Page of Pentacles is literally an announcement that you're going to work on that because you have the resource here accommodated to invest whatever. Maybe it is not money. Maybe it is time. Maybe it is dedication. Maybe it is that you just happen to coincide with the person who offers you this and you can invest something that you consider obviously very valuable for you and you can function in what refers to work issues or expectations, personal expectations that you have with the economic part. It is a lovely card in terms of, to begin with, this announcement that you are starting things that go hand in hand with projects of a, I would say, personal nature. Yes. But I also see investments and a good, excellent management of resources where you have the security from this place that everything is so well organized now by establishing your limits that you can take the first steps with confidence and recognize that you have resources to invest here. So you already have the whole intention focused on this, and this is going to turn out perfectly well. There is absolutely nothing that prevents us from connecting with a desire, connecting with something that in the end is going to come true for you. Because this sometimes also implies the opportunity that comes hand in hand with that desire that is fulfilled. You wanted, well, to do this entrepreneurship, to set this business in motion, to manage the money to invest it in such and such a place, to build something for yourself, to accommodate something in your house. I don't know. Something here arises from what is an intention that you align with a kind of desire. You have to believe in yourself because also this puts an end to a difficult situation. It puts an end to a difficult situation because the Star is a card that appears after one has overcome a crisis, has overcome an adversity, has overcome a breakdown. It can be an economic breakdown. It can be a separation. It can be that that limit that your soul is asking us to set, you have already set it, and that has gone down badly. It has gone down badly in an environment, and that has felt like a crisis for you. So here life is rewarding you in a big way, as I told you previously, and it gifts you what is the Star, which is a card that illuminates, accompanies, ensures what is this starting to get excited again, starting to get inspired again with this. Because surely that situation that you were going through was no longer giving you any illusion, or it was not giving you more inspiration, or simply now, beyond the fact that you had to resist a lot, the time arrived to set that limit and things crumbled as well. Well, it speaks as a moment where life lends you the possibilities so that you receive benefits. And if you have to learn something, it does not matter what you learn because these two cards are related to apprentices. This is the initiation of something that you want to start doing, but it can also have to do with something that you have to know to start doing it. And for that, you have to prepare yourself, you have to study. And the card of the Star is also a card that connects us with the apprentice, with the one who just starts, wants to do something, wants to venture into something, and has to learn. They know that if they learn, they will have benefits. And there are so many good perspectives for you that you can just have that project turn out that aligns with an illusion, and that has to do with the desire. So it truly is a moment where you regain faith and excitement as well as hope and start to enjoy this time. Because it is your moment, a moment you had idealized, which you are now turning into reality. Literally, you'll also find yourself wanting to, in some way, well, I'm not sure if it's specifically starting a relationship because there is a Page of Pentacles here as well. You will definitely feel that urge to potentially begin something new as that card is presented. And there is the Star, so maybe it is a good opportunity to let yourself be known, to start a relationship. I see, yes, it is a relationship. It is a new relationship because the Page of Pentacles also speaks of beginnings. I think it is an opportunity also for you to be alert with respect to that if you are interested, because what could be something that comes hand in hand with a person arises. So you should also expect someone to announce their intention to start sharing their life with you in a different way. Be on the lookout as this signals a shift in how you relate together. If it is someone who is in your environment, you will notice that this person spends more time with you, wants to connect in another way, and wants to get to know you better. When they're interacting with that person, you can also find many common points. And, something that fills you with hope could arise there. I really like that you have the Page of Pentacles and the Star, because you know that here I see an atmosphere of security, pleasure, and well-being that facilitates what could be any growth of a bond, any bond that can grow healthily after you have accommodated that situation. This is a moment where there are only possibilities for a future that holds so much promise. It is also possible that through this adjustment, you will start receiving compensation in the form of results that you can see in one way or another, because this is all about achievements. And there is the Emperor card. It is possible that you will regain a certain power, that you will reclaim your place, or that you will occupy an important position once again. You may successfully recover the stability that you lost at some point due to that lack of boundaries. This is your time to step into your strength and finally regain your footing. And that speaks of something of your own, like what could be a house, like what could be free time, like what could be making decisions. Something very important is going to change in the material and stability part of your life. And that will also make it possible for you to have that energy that connects you a lot with enjoyment, because that is also a bit of what the Page of Pentacles card is. Well, we have the Emperor, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Hanged Man card. The Emperor appears to give us structure. The Emperor appears to give us good management power. And above all, also this foundations. Imagine if you are so connected with your desire that if your desire was to progress and build something solid, here the Emperor is telling you that not only do you achieve it, but you direct it, you maintain it, and you sustain it. And there, yes, limits must be set. The Emperor helps you to lead yourself, and the Emperor is also aware that your life has to have an order, and that is why the limit. So here the Emperor arrives to also execute certain matters that come hand in hand with the limits, with the part of order. Order in every sense, and not just up to this point. Order in your finances, order in your relationships, and order in the way you have been conducting your life thus far. Everything needs to be structured and aligned. I mean, you are rebuilding yourself from a different routine as well. The Emperor is a card that gives you purpose and at the same time also gives you stability and makes you responsible. So I calculate that the Emperor also comes to tell us that you are occupying a responsible place, and that makes you be seen as a leader. That makes you be recognized for your own value. It may also be that you are occupying a more important place where you're working, or in that place where you're going to work and you are going to invest resources. And it may also be that you have the backing, the influence of a person who vibrates in the energy of the Emperor and who is helping you to shape yourself, to consolidate yourself, who gives you backing, also advice, or who opens doors for you. Because the Emperor at this moment also serves you a lot, because he can open important doors for your development. Imagine if you are at the doors of a project, if you are at the doors of entering to study in an important place or work in an important place. If you have an Empress, obviously there is important backing that is worth it, obviously that you get close to this person. Really, here you have a Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is the card of evaluation for the future. What do I do with everything I have now? From what is solvency and stability, well, what I do is project myself on what can be the new pillars that I have or the changes that I want, because my vision has changed. Obviously, the vision for Libra has changed, so you are finding balance. I already told you with the first card. The Two of Wands is the card where Libra is making decisions responsibly. And it is certainly taking charge, assuming responsibility, and opening up to new possibilities. Certainly, you take charge, you assume responsibility, and you open yourself to the possibilities of the new. And you make that also expand what could be the dream that you have. I don't know if you are wanting to travel or are going to travel, but here there is something that also speaks to us of a situation that can arise in a matter of what is a distance. It is like there is a situation that is fixed because what is a distance is shortened. That is for some, but it may also be that you approach a place or that you have a trip planned, and for you it is very aligned with the desire. Whatever it is, you are finding balance in various things these days, and you will notice it because you are also moving out of a standby situation or a situation where you thought or felt that nothing was happening. You're finally stepping out of that stagnation into something new. At the same time, it was happening in a lot. The Hanged Man card arrives to speak to us of a great transformation. It is transforming many things in you, from what you thought to what you feel. What's more, your desires may have changed and your dreams too. But what I can assure you is that the Hanged Man card provides us with a possibility that speaks to what we are, well, to the actions we are taking in the face of what we are obviously seeing right now. It is about how we are currently responding to the shifting circumstances, helping us navigate the transformation that is unfolding in our lives at this very moment. Because what the Hanged Man does is give you the possibility that you can understand many things that begin to happen in your life and that are transforming it. And that having been in that place, which also has to do a little with the limits, allows you to receive great rewards, which is what is going to happen to you now. And it is a moment where you are experiencing a certain vulnerability. Yes, but this obviously has a reason why. It is an enormous transformative power that you obtain when the Hanged Man card appears, and it is seen as a great opportunity to obviously get out of stagnation, because here you are removing many things, many. There are beliefs that are being replaced by other types of beliefs that empower you in this area. You will also see that there are thoughts that no longer occupy your mind, that you are doing a lot of clearing around you, and everything that was restricting you is leaving. Specifically, the things that were opposing your ability to achieve this are gone. It is a moment of release where you are finally moving forward. This is an ideal moment for you, a time that also invites you to observe things from a different perspective and see them from an entirely new angle. It is an invitation to stay conscious and surrender to this experience without resistance. That is why you have the Star, which is the card that invites you to flow, to hope, and to get excited and to not resist change, because inevitably a change is going to come. Let us see what the angels tell us here, what message the angels leave. Wow. The businessman, number 8, which is the number of abundance, and it comes accompanied by Archangel Uriel. Great business here, great business, divine justice, and karma, ambitions. The number 8 is the vibration of justice, of karmic wisdom. Libra is liberating itself from karma here. Your karma is being cleaned. At a more earthly level, but no less important, is that of business, great business. It is the number that comes to remind you that if you do not learn from your past experiences, they will return to teach you the lessons. Well, I think that is why you are setting those limits. You are acting in consequence of what the reading tells us. It tells me that for that reason, if you are with a dilemma in some situation and you cannot decide what to do, use the wisdom that you have obtained in a similar story in your past. Exactly. It is time to accommodate everything related to procedures, papers, and legal matters. Entrust yourself to Archangel Michael and Uriel, who are warriors and dispensers of justice. Because the 8 augurs the possibility of concluding good business that will bring abundance to your life and prosperity. And you will also be able to see how other people can be benefiting. Now, regarding love, it says you shouldn't be so demanding of others. Reconsider your stance on this. I believe this also comes from ceding a bit of control, but without losing your boundaries, right? This is about finding balance while maintaining your own sense of self in relationships. And the number 8 is a number that connects you very strongly with a vibration that brings deep soul learnings and also great blessings in the material, but it helps you a little also to get you out of the structure. You must get out of what could be the mentality of structure a little. Here there is an emperor who is of a quite structured mentality, but it may be that connecting with meditation, with walking, or getting out of the routine a little helps you even more to be able to connect with this hopeful vibe of the number 8 and Archangel Uriel. I love your reading, Libra. I ask you to trust and to decree so that this happens.